a very interesting development all of a sudden. A former British Prime Minister wants a temporary, quote-unquote, world government. He says there has to be a coordinated global response. Former British Prime Minister Gordon Brown says it's going to take a one world government to tackle this pandemic. It's a two-part problem. This is what the former Labour leader explained. First, the medical crisis, and then the economic shutdown imposed by responding to it. He said, this is what he said to the Guardian newspaper. He said, this is not something that can be dealt with in one country. There has to be a coordinated global response. That means at least a temporary form of global government. Okay, where is he coming from with this? It should start with a task force of world leaders, health experts, and the heads of international groups that would have the power to coordinate the response. And he explained this is a first and foremost medical emergency. There has to be joint action to deal with it. But the more you intervene to deal with an emergency, the more you put economies at risk. So in other words, what? He's putting the economies first, I think. While individual countries have their own issues, he said, it would take a task force to, quote, make sure the efforts of central banks, yeah, it's the banks he's talking about, were coordinated, take steps to prevent the record flight of capital from emerging market economies, and agree a joint approach to the use of government spending to boost growth. So it's all about economies, you see. And, okay, so what can I tell you? This is on WND. Please tell me what you think. It's basically economies. Very sad for our governments to be putting that before the health of people. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.